I've got a parlay going on as well in this, but it will be my individual parlay, not for the team. It's Mallorca versus Alaves. Mallorca at plus 120, Alaves plus 255. The under-over, there's a shock that it's at 2, minus 130 for the over. So I don't know, they're on the cusp of going for 2.5, but the draw is at plus 2.25. Pavlos, how do you see this game, Roma? Roma. They've got one on my brain. Mallorca versus Alaves.
This is a battle to avoid the relegation. Mallorca now 17th with 29 points, just 1 point above the red line. Alaves sitting dead last with 25 points, 4 points below the red line. So it's going to be really interesting because there are now 5 teams where we don't know who's going to go down. So they're all going to fight. And now this match between Mallorca and Alaves is what we call a 6-pointer, in the sense that whoever wins not only takes 3 points for themselves, but they also deprive one of their main competitors for the relegation of 3 points. So this, I expect a very passionate match. Maybe we'll see quite a few goals here, even though, Mallorca and Alaves not so good offensively. Of course, Mallorca, they have the third worst offense and the third worst home offense, but they also have the third worst defense. And Alaves, whenever you look at them, they are bottom 4 in every statistical category. They're just really, really bad. Alaves, they have a tough schedule coming up, and they really want the points. Actually, both teams need the points, but I'm expecting Mallorca to not lose here. I was actually torn between picking some kind of over with some kind of under. I went with some combination of some things that you will see, but I believe that Mallorca are going to score first here. Possibly Alaves, they're with their backs against the wall, so they need to score. They can't stay in the division unless they score goals. I mean, even if it's a goalless draw, 1 point is not taking them anywhere. So at some point they have to go out and attack. And their attack hasn't been very good. Maybe they'll score one, but I expect Mallorca. I think they're the better side of the two, and playing at home ground is surely going to be a boost. So I'm looking towards Mallorca here, at least not to lose.
Okay, Mallorca not to lose, then obviously you're going to have to partner that up. So, Roman, Mallorca, this is where they've got to gather their points at home. But Alaves, they are a banana skin, aren't they? Because they're one of them sides when you think you're going to pick up points against them, they do dig in.
Yeah, just ask Rayo Vallecano, last weekend, who thought they were going to go for a draw, and in the end they just ended up losing to Alaves. And honestly, Mallorca are just so unpredictable this season, even with a new manager. It seemed like they were getting some confidence. That really good result against Atletico de Madrid. It kind of felt like they were going to build up from this and that they were going to get a good result against Elche in the end, but they got battered 3-0. Their goalkeeper made some very poor mistakes. And honestly, I just don't know. I was tempted to go for both teams to score in this game because, both teams really need the goals, but at the same time I was looking at the results from the past from both teams, and it's always been like a 1-0 or something like that, and it is common that only one team scores. So then of course I was put off a bit by that bet, so in the end I wasn't too confident and decided to let it go, because I can't really trust Mallorca, even though it is at home, and as you said, that's where they should get the points. If you want to go for a side, probably it makes more sense going for Mallorca, but for me both sides are a bit risky and I don't really know which way it's going to go.
Okay, then let's have a little look at the official pick, because Mallorca Alaves, it's one of those where you could probably be there all day and come up with 10 different picks. It's Mallorca double chance and over 1.5 at the minus 120. So worst case scenario, we're looking at Mallorca 1-1 or Mallorca just win 2-0. I think Mallorca have got to throw caution to the wind, and if they are, got to get back to their old ways of making sure they win on home soil.